Hello, this is Kioko. This here is the Super 6 synthesizer by UDO, Unidentified Dancing Objects. Isn't that the coolest acronym for a company name? I love it. And I love this synthesizer. I created 64 patches for us and 16 wavetables, specifically crafted towards giving you like the loveliest, warmest, most dynamic, wonderful keyboard playing sounds. There is like electric piano sounds, kind of harpsichord or clavinet kind of sounds. There is organ sounds, and everything that I make here just gravitate towards this lovely, embracing, warm landscape. And one of my true goals here is to give keyboard players synth sounds that go really well with vocalists. So as I'm going to demonstrate this to you, I'm also going to sing a little bit here and there, if you don't mind, just to see whether it goes well with vocals or not. Because some synthetic sounds can typically be very harsh, aggressive, and require a lot of mixing in order to make them give space for vocalists. But I've tried to create dynamic, wonderful playing sounds that just from the get-go goes very well with vocals. If you want this pack, if you like what you hear, head over to my web store or go to my Patreon and support me over there. Both of these ways is a good way to support me and my work, and I truly appreciate that. So without further ado, let me show you what it sounds like, and I hope you like it. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to go through all of my 64 patches. Actually, in bank A, I made a duplicate with and without key off sounds. Some people like them, I do. Some people don't like them, and also it plays a little bit better with sustain pedal if you have key off sounds off. So, and also on the side here, you can see I got two effect boxes. I'm going to see if this LED is on or off. That's going to indicate whether or not I'm using them, because this is a premium synthesizer and it's going to be used by musicians, and most probably they're going to use them with effects. Reverb would be maybe the most common effect to add, and also a like super saturated delay. There is a very simple delay on board and a simple chorus as well, but I think it'll be very commonly used with reverb and delay. So I'm going to show it a little bit clean first and then turn on some effects and perform a little bit. So let's go. First sound is called Bob's EP. So in this first bank, it's going to be EPs mostly, like electric piano kind of sound, with a reverb. The next sound is called Aladdin's EP. Some of these names would be just homage to different kind of sources which I find appropriate. Aladdin. This is a good example of a sound with the key off, and in bank A2 without key off. So no key off. Also plays a little bit better with sustain pedal. I can show you the world, shiny, shimmery, splendid. Tell me me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I couldn't help it. All right, the next sound with key off is called Ariel's EP. And some of the sounds I added surprising aftertouch, and some of them I added more of a kind of expected aftertouch. This here is a little bit surprising. I think it's fun. And I tried to make all of the sounds respond really naturally to velocity, so that you can really control it. Because the keyboard in the Super 6 is really, really good. So I can predict the velocity almost as if it was a weighted keyboard, but it's not weighted. It's just very, very accurate, I'd say, for velocity. To play with like very low velocity and then expand and go a little bit louder. And I think, it kind of reflects my idea there in most of these patches. To play softly is also really nice, and then play hard. All right, next sound is called Steve's Clav. With a key aftertouch. We got something like that. Sometimes I also get a little bit experimental with a pitch bend. In most of the sounds, it's a pitch bend, but it's some of the sounds, not this one, but some of them, it's not a pitch bend, but something more expressive. So this is obviously a sort of a clavinet-inspired sound, but I try to keep it within kind of reasonable expression and not going too spiky in the sound, so that it sounds more gentle, but still kind of cool. And also same thing here, like going all the way from this to. And I think that plays really well with a reverb. Say too much. Say too much. Right, the next sound, number 5, is called Funky EP. I think it sounds good. And if you see this is lit, the binaural, if it's binaural, then it means that you've effectively reduced the polyphony to 6. But if you need more, if you're a keyboard player and you just need more keys, you play fat chords, turn off the binaural, it's gonna lose some of that stereo feel. Alright, so now it's off. Just turn it off. It's gonna sound, it's the same patch just without binaural, and that is gonna make it's just one signal path instead of two for right and left. Now it's one signal path in the middle. You can still hear some subtle stereo, and in this patch it's not because I'm using any stereo effects. I think it's just because it's just spreading the voices a little bit right and left. So now we've got 12 polyphony. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just a little thing to know. It could be good to know if you need those extra voices. Just turn binaural off, and chances are, especially if you're playing live, you won't really notice, but in the headphones and in a more stereo environment, you will notice the kind of reduce in width. So this is with binaural. And in some of the sounds, I do really take advantage of that binaural stuff. And not so much in the electric pianos, just a little tad here and there. Right, this next sound is called Donna's EP. Let's go. Further down. Some reverb. And maybe with this one, we go to the alternative version without a key off. Waiting for you every day, never had enough of you. Waiting for you every day, never had enough of you. Never had enough of you. Right. Next sound. Where are we? Number 7. It's called Mike's EP. And as you can hear, many of these are fairly similar, but I've made like real significant changes that kind of makes it sit a little bit differently in the mix. When you're choosing your electric piano, sometimes the subtle differences could be crucial. So this one, listen to it. Number 7 is a little bit fuller. Number 6 is a little bit lighter, brighter. And sometimes, in many of these sounds, I made a little kind of trick where I'm using cross modulation on the second oscillator. To just very, very subtly kind of kick it into different places in the mix, where it's sometimes fuller, sometimes sharper, sometimes a little bit harsher, and sometimes that is exactly what you need, as well as using different wavetables. Yeah, so number 7, Mike's EP. Yeah, Mike, love you. All right, next one is called Arthur's Clav, and it sounds like this. And with the key off in the main category, And also you can hear a subtle overdrive. And this one is a lot softer than the other one. Designed to be more of a background instrument. Yeah, all right, next category. So we've got 3 categories of keyboard sounds, and then we're going to move into other territory. B. So this is going to be the soft keys category. The first one is called Norma's keys, and we're going to hear a little bit less of EP sounds and more of other type of keyboard sounds. And I love this. This is what I'm talking about. About the sweetness of the Super 6. So sweet and so round, but yet with a lot of integrity and some sort of contour in the sound that is very difficult to achieve on many other synthesizers. Like the filter on this is so beautiful. And then aftertouch. Right. I think many of the sounds I embrace the warm bass and the fullness of the bass register. And sometimes maybe I'm giving you too much down there in the bass. Like, listen to this. It's so big. And sometimes you might want to tone that down in the end mix, but if it's not there to begin with, it's really difficult to get it there. So I'm going to leave you with this round, huge bass frequency because it's something I've been missing in many other synthesizers. Right, maybe I should sing on this. I keep you closer to my chest. I keep you closer to my heart. I keep you closer to my chest. Keep you closer to my doom. Yeah, that was number 1, Norma's keys. Let's go for Swinton's keys, number 2. Again, soft keyboard. Yeah, next one, got number 3, Matt's keys. Reverb. Treble in a sandstone, dragons in a sandstone, dragons inside of an eye, dragons da-da-da. Right, Romy's keys sounds like this. Reverb. Right, the next one, number 5, is called Popcorn. Sometimes I put like a delay on it. If you don't like it, just turn it off. I love the bass on this. Or not like the bassy bass, but just the presence in the low end just sounds really beautiful. Treading on me all the time, treading on me every time. Yeah. Next sound. It's gonna take forever. I'm gonna speed up. I have to speed up. Can't spend so much time on every sound. So I'll speed up. All right, piece 6, Alice Keys. Yeah, number 7, Sonia's EP. I'm terrible with lyrics, but sometimes just some song comes to mind. I just don't remember the lyrics at all, but I'm gonna sing it anyway. I'm don't know where to haunt you, but a sound da da dum dum da da hum, a ba dum da 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 da. Ba ba da da, down, 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 inside of probably the most recognizable lyrics in the whole world. Can't remember. Right, next one. 8, Koshiro's Bell. Now we're getting into a different territory. Koshiro is a very famous composer's surname, famous in my head, maybe not in yours. Again, I'm keeping it very soft. I could raise the frequency here. And you feel free to do that. Just keeping it very kind of toned down. trying to make a sort of a FM synthesis sound piano, and actually it took me ages to find the sweet spot. Listen to this. It took me so much experimentation to find just that right place and also to get it into. Right, next one. Next category, still in the keyboard categories, but now we're going more expressive or more digital, maybe. Jasmine's EP. I think it's a full fat sounding EP sound. Next one, number 2, Pura's EP. Pura's, right. Number 3, Tukohiko's Bell. Kind of epic sort of FM synth bell. And number 4, Alan's EP. Again, with all that full bottom end of the sound. I like it. Okay, number 5, Kyoko's Bell. Sounds like this. This is one of the instances where you're kind of double checking the light here. It's like, oh, is the reverb on? No, it's not. This is a combination of spreading the stereo-ness in this section and in other sections, and also using the chorus to spread it further. With the reverb long, make it long. I really like how it turned out. Next one, Tetsuo's Bell. You know, in the movie Akira, where they're using these, not sure, like bell instruments, gamelan or something else, and it just sounds so epic when I'm playing these really hard, detuned bell sounds. That's my inspiration for this sound. Reverb. Sound. Number 7, Hiroshige's bell. Imagine Hiroshige, the artist, the famous old Japanese artist. If he had a bell, it would sound like this. It would, of course, come in as a wave. Right, the next one, number 8, Bolton's EP. This would be the last of the EP sounds in my pack. And Bolton. Which Bolton, you might ask? Inspired by a certain Bolton. I can hardly believe it when I heard the news today. And so forth. That Bolton. Alright, let's move on to a new category, D. D is the organ category. So let's go. D1 is called Wunderlich Organ. And it sounds like this. Kind of fat and wide and fun organ sound. Right, number 2 there. It's called Klaus Organ. And with organs, typically there is no velocity sensitivity, but I baked in a little bit. I put this on half dynamics, and the dynamics is kind of, is it before the filter? Is it after? But anyway, we can hear some dynamics, but it's not gonna make like a huge impact and make it sound like not an organ. It still has an organ feel, even if I added a little bit velocity to it. If you don't like it, turn it off to be true organ. I'm gonna keep it at half. Some reverb. Yeah. Next organ is called Lars Organ, and it sounds like this. Yeah, sounds good. Next one, number 4 there. It's called Ben's Organ. No reverb. Yeah. Next one, number 5, called Maria's Organ. This is just begging for reverb. And in this sound, I'm kind of flirting with a little bit of the kind of origin of organs, which is pipes and airflow. So I have a sort of an airflow vibe in this, but also a sort of belly overtone. Some reverb, just. Yeah, I think it turned out really special. The next sound, number 6, is Feena's Organ. that. Next one, number 7, Leo's glass organ. It's wide and yeah, it's alive, I think. Number 8, the last of the organs, called Lars Organ. It reminds me of these old songs we used to sing in school, in the last day of school before the summer break. Yeah, let's bring some reverb on my voice. Make it beautiful. Den blomstertid nu kommer med lust och fägring stor. Nu nalkas ljuva sommar då gräs och gröda gror. Yeah, stuff like that. It's my childhood. So that was organ. Category E is bass. Bass. It's going to be a little bit all over the place. Of course, we're going to start off with this bass. Yeah, it's called PJ's bass, and the next one is called Rolf's bass. Kind of a piano, FM piano bass, sort of. My idea there is to have like a stable, predictable bass that just that doesn't really stick out or anything. Ways to get, ways to get, ways to get the sound of ways to get. Just a nice controllable bass, which has a little bit of overtones as well, but just not making too much of itself. Next one, Arthur's bass. A bit more bassy, boofy. It takes more presence there because it's more powerful than the bass. If you were to sing to this, wait today, just sound One interesting thing about singing to a bass is to be able to hear the pitch of the bass. Sometimes it's rumbling and it's like stuff happening down there in the bass. So it becomes difficult to tune your intonation to a bass tone, which is very often very far away from your singing voice. But I think, I think it works. It could be a little bit more tricky, basses in general to sing to. Yeah, it's a cool bass. I like it. Number 4, Silius Bass. Sounds like this, with a bit of a sizzle in there. And this could be a little bit more challenging to sing to. You can hear the sound in the bass here. It kind of warps a little bit in my ears, like, where is the pitch? Do, do. But it has a very cool kind of style, so I'm going for it. And it's inspired by an old video games. But I'm keeping it soft though. If you want to, you can dial up this because I'm sending a noise from oscillator 2 straight to the filter. Sounds cool. I like it. Number 5 is called Uwabo's Bass. Alright, the next one, number 6, is called Yuzo's Bass. Very inspired by Sega Mega Drive soundtracks. Fat. Number 7 is called Yuji's Bass. Sounds like this. And number 8 is called Mr. Z's Bass. Alright, so let's shift over to category F, which is more of a nostalgic category. So let's see what we got on number 1 here. We got Gay and Synth, and this sounds like this. Can you guess where I got the idea for this synth? If I play this. It's a fairly well-known riff, I'd say. I'll leave it at that. And number 2 there, it's called Forever Synth. And I guess maybe some of you can guess where this sound is inspired from. Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can't wait, we're only watching the skies. Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. How you gonna drop the bomb or not? Forever young, I wanna be forever young. If you really wanna live forever, forever, forever young. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Right, so the next bunch of sounds, 4, 5, 6, and 7, they're all have something to do with a calculator. I'm the operator with my pocket calculator. I'm the operator with my pocket calculator. By pressing down a special key, it makes a little melody. By pressing down a special key, it makes a little melody. I'm the operator with my pocket calculator. I'm the operator with my pocket calculator. Alright, a little intermission there. Let's keep going. And the last one in the nostalgia bank, just by hearing this tone. Could you guess what kind of sound it is? How about this? Yeah, that's right. I call it the Axel synth. All right, let's go to category G, and G is a category of game chip sounds. Some of the wavetables that I put in here are directly captured from old game console emulation, and they sound really legit. So let's see what we've got. The first one is called Tristair Chip and sounds like this. Let's move on. The next one is called Square Chip. It's not a wavetable, it's the onboard waveforms. And the next one, Pulse Chip. Yeah, the vibe. The next one, number 4, it's called Microchip. Number 5 is called SID Chip. Lovely. Number 6 is called Hubbard Chip. A big square wave that is pulse width modulated. Right, number 7 is called Earl's Chip. Yeah, that's Earl's Chip. And the last one in the chip video game category is called Otis Chip. is designed to be a kind of lead sound within this game kind of world. Right, last category, H. It's filled with a little bit oddballs, so I call the category oddballs, stuff that is hard to categorize, but sounds really interesting in different ways. So let's see, number 1, H1, is called machine chords. All right, listen to this. It's a fat, pulsing, kind of epic pad chord, yeah, with a lot of presence. Number 2 is called Squint Keys. Maybe with both the effects on. I think it's nice. Yeah. The next one is called Bonkers Plonk, and it sounds a little bit wild. Let's listen to this. Kind of out of tune, weird. I think it sounded so interesting. It's kind of wonky and weird, but had a presence that was very unique. So, yeah, use it for what it's worth. Find a use for it. It's oddball. Yeah. Next one, number 4, is called Ping Keys. Number 5 is called Pew Keys, and it sounds like this. It sounds classic and simple, but actually I've worked quite a lot on this sound to make it really stand on its own legs. Right, and number 6 there, river chords. And this is without any of the external effects. Listen to this. Very softly. A little harder. Softer. It's a little bit wonky and weird and fat and maybe too crowded, but I worked a lot on this sound to make it kind of special and weird. And yeah, turn out like this. I like it. All right, number 7 is called Odyssey Strings, and it sounds like this. kind of a traditional synth string sound inspired by the old string synthesizers, and yeah, I think it's nice. Yeah, very nice. So we've come to the last sound in my pack. I hope you enjoyed this. It's a bit long maybe, but yeah, if you like the sounds, go to my web store, buy them there. If you want to support my work on Patreon, do that. I'm going to play the last sound now. It's called Iliad Strings, another string sound. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Yeah, I've been demonstrating the sounds in this pack, and the Super 6 sounds super sick. I really like this. I think it's a keyboardist's kind of dream synth because it has such a warm and very, very cozy and warm, and you know, it's like an embracing tone that I really, really appreciate with the Super 6. And so if you appreciate what I'm doing, please subscribe, and please hit me out on Patreon and support me there. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. Also, go to my web store, buy packs there. And also, in most of my videos, I have a link to affiliate links. So if you want to buy stuff that you see in the videos, they're most likely linked to affiliate links. That would also help me get going, and appreciate it very much. So check out the affiliate links for the Super 6 if you are interested in one, and also the Golden and Starlight here by Universal Audio, two of my absolute favorite reverbs and delay sound effects. So without further ado, I'll leave you to your destiny, and have a nice and wonderful day. I hope to see you soon again. And this whole pack, I'm going to go about and sample parts of it and make sample packs of it that is making sense to play in keyboard software synthesizers, and also for other samplers. But that is for a completely different video. Thank you so much. Hope to see you soon again. Peace out, everyone.